morning to each one of you, dear students. Hope so you are fine and taking due care of yourself. So, welcome to the world of chemistry. Dear students, welcome to digital classes. This is your chemistry period, and as we are doing Unit 4 Chemical Bonding and Molecular Structure, today we are going to do in this chapter a very important topic, not only in chemistry, in this chapter also, that is BSEPR theory, which is also known as Balanced Shell Electron Pair Repulsion theory, which is very important. This theory is giving us, it is helping us to know about the basic structure of molecules. Okay, so before going to start, as usual, let's start with the positive mindset, as today's thought is success doesn't just find you, you have to go out and get it. So dear students, let me explain this. To witness success, you have to give time as well as dedication. This is the first mantra. No matter how severe your goal is, nothing can replace hard work. If you think that success will come to you without any effort, my dear students, you are wrong. There is no such thing that you can attain without giving effort. So, it is the time when you should throw away your ideal life and start working on it. The most important thing that you have to do is to craft a plan. Without a proper plan, you can't witness the success of your desire. And also, to achieve your goal, you must take the risk. Staying away from the danger and challenges will do nothing good to you. Also, if you take risk, you will learn some of the essential lessons in life. So dear students, as I told, success is not something that we can achieve overnight. Success doesn't just find you. You have to go out and you have to get the success. Okay, as nowadays you all are at your home and you are studying with the help of digital classes, we are trying our best to teach you, we are trying our best to give you. So it is up to you now. You need to leave your comfortable zone, you need to take these classes seriously, and you need to put some extra effort to get success in future. So hope so you like this thought and you will implement this thought in your life. There is only a single motive to start my lecture with the help of this thought. That is, I just want to motivate you, encourage you, so that you are going to grow day by day in your life and you will become a very good student in future. Okay, dear students, welcome back. As yesterday or as before this video, we have studied about what is the basic difference between molecularity and order of reaction. But as I can see, let me make it more clear by one more video on the same topic. So just try to understand with the help of this video now. What is order of reaction? This is most important question first. So order of reaction is the sum of power of concentration term in rate equation is known as order of reaction. Okay, it is the sum of power of concentration term. You know what, very important, concentration is very important to study the rate of reaction. So it is the sum of the power of concentration on rate reaction is known as order of reaction, and order of reaction may be given with respect to all participating reactant in case it is called order of reaction. For example, consider a reaction Ma plus Nb will give product in which rate, how to identify rate, K is somewhere A m square, A is power m and B is power n. So this m and n is representing order of reaction. Although A and B is representing molecularity, but m and n is representing order of reaction. There are few different type of order of reaction. One by one we will study. First, zero order reaction, as name is prescribing zero. It means that when a reaction rate is independent of concentration. Now, rate of reaction is not always, it is not always that ki reactant concentration is bringing the result of product. Sometimes without concentration, only by time, only with the time, only with the time. Like if something is reacting with water, suppose ink is reacting with water, so there is no role of water. Only ink is doing that water blue. So it means that it is independent to concentration of water. It is only depending upon the time, how much time ink is taking to dissolve in water. So when the reaction is like this way, which is independent to concentration, underline this again, independent of concentration of the reacting species, it depends on the zero power and that is called zero order reaction. The unit of zero order reaction is now very important to learn unit, because from unit it is you can identify which order of reaction is there. Wherever in numerical this unit is written, it means that very clearly that is zero order reaction. Okay, so mole liter inverse second inverse is the unit. Mole liter inverse second inverse is the typical unit of zero order reaction, whereas half life of this equation is T half is equal to C naught, concentration naught, upon 2K. Okay, so sometime we are writing this like this way also, A upon 2K. So this is the value of zero order reaction of half life of zero order reaction. Next is first order reaction. Here now first word is there. The first order reaction consists of one reactant only, which is carrying product also. Only one reactant is responsible to make product. So rate is equal to K A's power 1 here. So first order after derivation we will calculate this, how it came. So it will come, this value you need to learn. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. It is like this. Okay, A upon A minus X. Dear student, this formula is very important for future numericals which we are going to do from this chapter. So this numerical will come in first order, this is the numerical. In second order, K is equal to simple A concentration. So A is initial concentration of A, and A minus X is change in initial concentration of A with time. Okay, then half life time for the first order reaction is time taken for initial concentration of reactant to become half of its volume. So K is equal to 0.693 upon T half. So T half, when after change T half become 0. So this is the T half, 0.693 upon K. Okay, unit of rate constant for first order reaction is simply second inverse. Like what is the unit of zero order? Zero order unit is this, mole liter inverse second inverse, but first order unit is only second inverse. This also learn. Next is example of first order. Let me clear these blue colors so that. Okay, so example of first order reaction is, you can see thermal decomposition of N2O5. When N2O5 is decomposing, maximum decomposition reaction is first order reaction, because product is becoming from single reactant. When single reactant is break down into many product, that is called decomposition reaction. In 10th class you studied. So all the decomposition reactions are first order reaction. N2O5 is break down by heating into N2O3 plus O2. Hydrolysis of water, hydrogen peroxide will convert into H2O and half oxygen. Calcium carbonate break down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So these are example of first order reaction. Now second order reaction. Second order reaction, it means that two reactant are now two reactant can be A plus A type, or it can be A plus B type. In both the cases, the both reactants should be affect the rate of reaction. So 2A giving product, A plus B is giving product. So we will write Ka square, or N2 matlab order of reaction is 2. So KAB also can be have. So A1 plus 1 also 2. Okay, so these are the two different type of rate of second order reaction. So half life for that, T half is 1 upon A n minus 1. So A 1 upon A is equal to n upon 2, and unit is concentration inverse second inverse. Okay, you can say mole inverse liter second inverse, mole inverse liter second inverse, whereas there in zero order it was mole liter inverse. In zero order, mole was not inverse, liter was inverse, whereas in second order the mole is inverse and liter is not inverse. This is the difference. Okay, so dear students, basically we studied in first order, zero order, first order and second order. First definition, the meaning, then order of reaction, then most important half life time of every three order of reaction, zeros first and second, then unit. So you need to learn all these things also. So these are the example of second order reaction. Decomposition of 2NO2, N2O. So it means that 2 is there, 2N2O, N2O plus N2O, 2 time. Okay, 2 time NO2 is there, 2 time HI is there. It is HI plus HI. So it means that 1, 2 is there. So second order it is. Okay, these are the example of second order. So so we have done this example of second order also. Now third order, this is last. in which three reaction concentration reactants are there. So now it can be A or A plus B plus C, like this way. If A type of their unimolecular type is there, then it will be rate is equal to K into A's cube. Whereas if ABC type of product is there, then A plus multiply B multiply C. Or it can be third type of 2A 1B. Okay, already we studied in previous video also. So it is A square B only then. Then half life is there. T half is equal to 1 upon A n minus 1. 1 upon A is now 3 minus 1. So the formula become 1 upon A square. Okay. Basically half life is coming 0 order and first order in exam. Second order, third order is not there in your syllabus, but still I have told you for your general knowledge. So unit is concentration. Now see unit. Mole inverse square now. Mole inverse square, liter square. This is difference. Mole inverse square, liter square, second inverse. Okay. These are the example. 2NaNO plus O2 will give 2NO2. 2NO plus Cl2 will give 2NoCl. 2 iron chloride with tin chloride will react, give 2 iron chloride and tin chlorate. So these are the order of reaction. Now with the order of reaction, it is important to study molecularity. The number of ion, it is the number of ions. Suppose A plus B. So it means that molecularity is 2 because 2 reactant is there. If there is only 1 and giving product, so that is molecularity is 1, unimolecular. Okay. So these are the number of ion and atom that involved in the rate determining step. Rate determining step or rate initial limiting step is called molecularity. The molecularity will be only whole number and never zero or fraction. So molecularity can be determined by reaction mechanism, but it can be determined experimentally. In no chemical reaction, reactant are directly converted into product in single step. Initial reactant are converting to final product occurred by a different internal step. These steps are called elementary step. Okay. So two type of molecularity are there, elementary step and complex step. Elementary step is single, in which molecular is there. Let's take an example of when A will convert into B. The reaction mechanism can be A will convert into 2x, then later on this 2x will convert into 2y, then this 2y will convert into B. So it means that first direct A will not convert into B. There are some more steps in between, like direct you cannot make tea from water only. Is it direct you will make? No, there are some steps. Suppose first water you need to boil. When water boiled, then boiled water need to be add tea leaves. Then tea leaves boil water will add with sugar. Then sugar, tea leaves, boil water will add with the milk. Then milk, tea water, sugar or tea leaves, sugar. Then you will make tea. So how many steps are there for tea making? I hope you understood this example. So same way there are so many steps which will before going to see the product. Okay. Generally in our lab we are mixing the reactant and we are getting product after some time and we are thinking this is the only product, but there are some small byproduct that is there. So in these basic 2-3 steps we need to identify the slowest step. That slowest step will help us to show that the reaction is taking how much time. So among all 3 steps there is elementary step with least reaction. This step is called rate determining step or rate limiting step. For example, molecularity can be exceed 3. If one molecule is involved in elementary reaction, then reaction is unimolecular, like this way. This is single. If biomolecular reaction, 2 reactant molecule, here 2 word is there, so 2 molecule. Here you can say 2 plus 1, 3 molecule. Then is trimolecular. So this is difference between unimolecular, bimolecular, trimolecular. And difference of molecularity, it is defined as the number of molecular atom participated in rate determining step. Here it is defined as the sum of the power of concentration term in rate equation. It is theoretical quantity which can be determined through reaction mechanism. It is experimental quantity. It is always whole number, integer, never be zero. It is can be zero, fractional or integers also. So this is the main difference between molecularity and order of reaction, which is coming in exam also. So dear student, you need to study, you need to learn difference between molecularity and order of reaction and different type of order of reaction. Okay. Now in next video, I am going to tell one by one the derivation of zero order, first order, second order of reaction. So till then, thanks for watching this video. Take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Hope so you enjoyed this video and feel free to ask your doubts. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice